Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Rangers and its owners, the Neil Patterson family, Cliff Gilligan, Greg Madej, Pat Duran, and Rob Heineman, this is John Dale welcoming you to Children's Mercy Park, the home of the Swope Rangers. Introducing today's officials, the referee is Mike Laverne, the senior assistant referee is Truman Berghall, the junior assistant referee is Jack Ryan Feldman, and the fourth official is Brian Bauer. Here's the starting lineup for this afternoon's opponent, Bethlehem Steel FC. Team captain, midfielder number 45, James Chambers. In goal, number 1, Matt Reeves. Defender, number 32. Matthew Rial. Defender number 44, Ben O'Favey. Defender number 51, Cole Turner. Defender number 40, Esau Rayon. Midfielder number 39, Savani Willis. Midfielder number 21, Anthony Fontana. Midfielder number 38, Zachary Zandy. Forward number 35, Ferris. Forward number 46, Michi Galina. Bethlehem is coached by Brendan Burke. And now, the starting lineup for your home team, the Swope Rangers. Team captain, defender, number 16, Graham Smith. In goal, number 67, Max Rejo. Defender, number 92, Alex Henter. Defender, number 44, Camden Riley. Defender, number 43, Mark Sackwards. Midfielder, number 98, Ayub Allah. Midfielder, number 64, Sheikh David. Midfielder, number 85, Felipe Hernandez. Forward, number 53, Killian Colombi. Forward, number 39, Jerome Haley. And forward, number 91, Ethan Vanacord Decker. The Rangers are coached by Paulo Nakamura. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Swope Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of colors provided this afternoon by the Johnson County Sheriff's Office. And now to honor America and the men and women defending our freedom, please remain standing for our national anthem, being sung this afternoon by Georgia Barge.
Stripes and bright stars. Tighter. There we go. Good.
Kansas City players on loan. There's only one today, and that's Graham Smith. So now we got one Graham Smith and a bunch of you guys figuring out how to play together. So it might take a little bit of time of adjustment, but they will get there.
KC, a huge game in the Champions League semifinals Thursday night in Marion. A couple of guys you're talking about, Ellen Rowe, Ryan Hall, and others. It was hands on deck in KC, so those guys were featured in the last game. Like you said, they're just not here today, not even that. It's almost an entire new cast of characters for head coach Paulo Nagura. 75 minutes today. It's perfect just standing here, and obviously we have the door open here at the broadcast booth for a player. You know, they get in 40 degrees, 50 degrees. I mean, it feels perfect for us standing around. Is there any sort of acclimation? I mean, this is like 90, 100 degrees, but does it seem like getting used to if you're used to the weather?
I'm going to say yes, it is. I mean, I think they like you players today because you've just not been training in it. Then all of a sudden you get hit with this heat, even though it's only 70 degrees. It might catch a few players out of breath.
I think that becomes a factor for matches. Ball goes over the end line. It'll be the first corner kick match for either side. It's in favor of the home side. So Rangers.
Nice to see Alexander all the way. It's always good when you get your fullbacks involved in the offense. Usually if they're involved, that means you've got numbers and you try to play the ball into the box. Where there were a few numbers there go on the corner kick. And how we do on this one.
Felipe Hernandez always very dangerous. Usually has great service on set piece opportunities. Right foot hit, swing towards the back post. Overstruck, now headed back towards the front of the goal, but handled easily by goalkeeper Matt Free. It's not the best free kick. You used to see Felipe Hernandez doing better than that.
Yeah, and it was a bad header. That header needed to come across the face of the goal for a little bit. But and also big time from last year when we had set pieces, big boys in there last year. This is a very small team that the Park Rangers have now. Smaller, the more technical, and so last year they were very, very dangerous on set pieces. This year, I'm not saying they won't be dangerous, but they won't have that height advantage that they did last year.
Sure to see the first team as well. Sporting KC, they have people that can do great service, but over the last few years, it's like they've gotten smaller and smaller, and to your point, team more and more technical. Great ball over the top, the outside flag goes up. Really good idea there by Bethlehem. Very close.
Not far at all, and they're going to have to keep those two boys up front.
Mendez with it now for the Rangers, dribbling in traffic. Now going to the patient approach, just play back to his back line. Lots of time and space here for Alexander. Nice touch off his chest. And Rangers having no problem being patient now. Switch the point of attack to the far sideline.
Go ahead,
Trejo there bringing it forward. 16 years old, making his professional debut today. Mendez loses it, unable to get it back, but it's been kind of a choppy start here in the opening 6.5 minutes. Lamb calling that it went over the sideline, but referees play on. Nice job there by Camden Riley. Another guy making his pro debut. Big collision there. Riley's down, and he looks to be injured. Like a reckless challenge there. James Chambers for Bethlehem.
Yeah, he kept him drilling there, Riley, and he lost control a little bit. Both and yeah, he was caught late. And welcome to the big league right there. It's a late challenge, no card, and I think probably because Riley would lose kind of control of the ball, went a little bit too far ahead, and so I don't think there was anything bad there by Chambers, but he did catch him late.
Riley, the oldest of the three Rangers making their first today at 22 years old. Sporting Case super draft pick. Pretty aggressive. They're getting the field from this center back position. Maybe after that collision, he'll be a little more hesitant to do that next time around.
Yeah, he might stay a little bit deeper back now.
Nice defending by Bethlehem, able to win possession back. Talking about this before the game, but just incredible shape. The grounds crew here at Children's Mercy Park, and the ownership group investing millions of dollars in field covering, growing lights, underfield heating system. I mean, it looks like a golf course here, and we're just getting into the spring right now. This is the second or third, a really nice day of the year.
Yeah,
this field's in season 4, man.
You can't play soccer on this field. I guess you can't play soccer because it's just absolutely beautiful.
See Alexander expressed a bit of frustration as the ball deflects off him for a corner kick.
We were just talking earlier, the height advantage no longer really being there for the Rangers, so defensively they're going to have to be good on the one-on-one duties here.
Left-footed swinger towards the back post. Headed up, but still not in danger. Now cleared off.
And I think Bethlehem's done a little research for the game in this game with Strickhill in goal. The youngster, 2 or 3 of their players right around to give him a little pressure there, and I'm sure the youngster was a little nervous with that because there wasn't a lot of room to maneuver around his forwards. Max
Trejo, we're unsure he's got his driver's license yet, to be honest, right? I mean, he managed to ride here with one of his teammates, 16 years old. Yeah, but he's looked calm here. The first time he's had the chance to make a touch here in the early going. Over there, good chance for Bethlehem. Long behind the defense. Smith, nice recovery defense, and his teammates help him out. That could have been a great chance for the visitors. As Galena, as you viewed him in the pregame, he was behind the defense, but unable to get a shot off.
Yeah, it was a good ball in. Very tight. Could have been off slightly, but linesman didn't call it. But great recovery right there by Graham Smith. And like I've said earlier, we're going to have to keep an eye on the 2 forwards here. Bethlehem, they've got some speed. And the thing I really like about both of them is they work their socks off. And that's where the back four's got to be careful, because they're going to have the ball at their feet, and those 2 forwards are going to be harassing them and disrupting them all day long.
So many youngsters on the field today for the Swope Park Rangers. You would think that Coach Paulo Nagamura is going to rely more than normal on the guys that have the most experience, and that would be guys like Sam Smith and Felipe Hernandez and Ethan Vanacore. Kind of at least one guy at each level of the field that's played a lot of minutes for this team.
Yeah, and I mean, but Graham Smith is his 2nd year in the league.
True. Yeah, but he's one veteran, right?
He's a veteran, isn't that funny how that works? That goes that way, huh? But yes, he will be the man in charge of that back four today. And there's another man with experience, Mark Simmons. He was very, very good a couple of weeks ago against Pittsburgh.
Alexander with he's shown a few flashes already here in the first 10 minutes or so of the match. Here at that left fullback spot. Back. Home side, one patient early going. Not a ton of pressure by Bethlehem, although showing a little bit here in the defensive third. A long ball played forward. Going to get behind the defense. This could be on for the home side. Goalie off his line, able to make a stop and emergency defending there as well. It looked like that was going to be a big goal scoring opportunity for the home side, but it snuffed out.
Yeah, it's just a simple ball, long ball over the top, and interesting to see, I think that's Kelly just outran the defender, but his first touch let it down here. Just a little bit too big, which put him close to the keeper, and he couldn't around the keeper. But interesting to see pace up to there. Swope Rangers.
That time in the corner kick, good defending. Hernandez Hernandez, the great service, put it right in the middle of the penalty area. But good defending there by Bethlehem as the shot was blocked in the box. Here alongside Doug McCloughan here at state-of-the-art Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City, Kansas. USL Soccer here on ESPN+. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Again, a perfect day, 75 degrees, light winds, and spring has officially arrived, at least we hope so, in the Midwest. Nice chip over the top. Goalkeeper quick off his line, just lets it roll over the end line. Good instinct there by Trejo. I thought he was going to get over and scoop it up, but I think he knew that had just a little too much pace. Let it roll over the end line.
Yeah, lovely penetration by Fontana, but just had a little too much pace on it. Ran out of real estate, and the keeper came out. He wasn't going to get it, faked that he was going to take it, just let the ball go for a goal kick. So good goalkeeping there.
16 years old, Doug. There are some things you would know would really need to work on developing here in his first couple of years. Is it, you know, someone that age, do they need more, you know, their communication skills? What kind of things would you say about, you know, a goalkeeper at that age as he adjusts to the professional level?
Well, one of the things is just communication. He's going to know the game because he's played with the academy growing up, but he's not going to know all that about the game. So he's going to have to pick up some stuff in practice, and coaches want him to do. He's going to have to communicate with his back. That is something he definitely have to work on, and I'm sure he'll have no problem with that.
Foul with a free kick on a dangerous spot on the field for Swope Park Rangers. Let's take another here. No argument there, definitely foul.
Yeah,
At this point on the field, Doug, I mean, do you see a shot on goal? Do you think it's chipped over the top potentially for a header opportunity? Or what do you think the Rangers' game plan is on this one?
Well, it's quite a far distance out, so I'm not saying you can't take a shot, because we've seen Felipe Hernandez take one, and also Jake Davis, even though he's 17, is known for his set pieces with Sporting Juniors. So I'm not saying it's not impossible, but as far as the ball is out, it's probably going to be a chip in the far post, I would think.
Riley on his debut could be the target. It is chipped over the top. No one there on the receiving end of the post, and it's hammered just wide of goal. Man, that was not the best clearance at all by Bethlehem. Set up a great follow-up attempt for the Rangers, but unfortunately, that follow-up shot by Vanacore Decker was put well wide of goal.
Yeah, it was a nice little ball in, not a good clearance, like you said, but I think the ball came back to him so quickly. Yeah, he took a big swing at it, going for power, maybe just making clean contact and going for accuracy there, because it came off the side of the foot and flying for a goal kick.
Bethlehem letting in a little sigh of relief there, because a clearance like that, most of the time that'll come back by you, but in this case, the second shot there by Swope Park Rangers was wide of goal. So the first real chance of the match for either side, and Bethlehem a bit fortunate. Then Decker not on frame. Now 16 minutes gone here in the first half. No score. Swope Park Rangers and Bethlehem facing off for the first time in history. We're going to see a lot of that this year with the Rangers obviously switching conferences. You can obviously watch film, you can watch past games, early season games from this year, but I think the two teams will get to know each other a lot better actually getting here and playing in person for the first time.
Yeah, I don't know if this is all the teams, but a lot of teams we're seeing this year, you look at the roster last year, really the same as they were last year. It's the same with Swope Park Rangers too. It's a new roster, so you're looking at games that this year, Swope Park Rangers only played 2. So it's hard to figure out just exactly what each team has.
Smith, the nice there to prevent a potential opportunity. Now the Rangers looking to move the other direction. Long ball forward. Defending there, though, by Bethlehem and Matthew Real.
That was a good idea forward there, Davis. Just didn't have the right club out, I think. You'd taken a heavier club there, would have been over the head, and I think Ember Cayley would have been in on ball. But nice idea from is again.
Three members of the Rangers making their pro debut have all been active here in the early going. Ball sent across. Will it stay bounds? It does not. And McKaylee able to keep it in there on the far sideline. Yeah, Jeff Davis in the midfield, 17 years old for the Rangers. And Riley backline, 22 years old. And Max Trejo, 16 years old in goal, making their pro debut today for the home side Swope Rangers. It hasn't really developed a consistent flow yet. It's been knocked out back and forth, but neither side really consistent stretches of possession. Haven't been goal-scoring opportunities here in the early going.
Yeah, they're just feeling out, finding out this is what the strengths are, and I'm sure the coaches are doing the same, sitting on the bench, figuring out, where can we take advantage of the opposition.
Lots of time and space here in the middle of the park. Ball into the box. This is a chance. It's a goal for the home team. What a ball across, and that's the calmest finish you'll see. That wasn't easy, but a great goal to open the scoring for the Swope Park Rangers in the 19th minute.
Yeah, ball played out wide to Killian Columbi. He just drove the ball in, and all the forward had to do was put a foot on it. Not an easy finish, believe me. But look at that, driven in. All he had to do was touch it with the outside of the foot, and he redirected it to that far post. And that is a fabulous finish. Nothing fancy, but he saw it driven in, and it just got redirected. And that's a great finish.
Ethan Vanacore-Decker gets the goal in the 19th minute, his first of the season. And it's funny, he made it look like nonchalant, like it was easy, and it's not as easy as he made it look.
Yeah, he did, but you know, the factor there, which I always try and tell my players when I'm coaching them, drive the ball into the box, because if you drive it in with pace, it just makes the job of the forward so easy, because all he did there was redirect the ball, and so I give a lot of credit there to the man Killian Columbi.
Yeah, made an impact at near the end of the Rangers' last game. And again, making an impact here in the early going. Now his second assist in the last 2 games. And just like that, this game had been a little bit slow to start, not a lot of action. And just like that, almost out of nowhere, the home side grabs the lead here in the 19th minute.
We're way back here, way back here. There you go, thank you.
Here the coaching staff for the Swope Park Rangers, kind of dictating where that throw-in need to be taken. Don't want any advantage going to the home side, or to the visitors, I should say. Now all the way back to the goalkeeper, Matt Freese. Freese didn't have much of a chance on that one, did he?
No, he had no chance on it. Like I said, he redirected that into the far post. No chance of making a save there.
Long ball forward off the chest. Maybe could have been a handball. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Bethlehem trying to get one back. Great ball behind the defense. There's a chance, and it's saved. Trejo, the 16-year-old, makes a big stop.
Wow, what a save, but what an incredible pass there.
Ooh, bad ball played back. This could be another chance, but cut out by the Swope Park Rangers defense. Trejo, first time he's really been called on today, and he took away the angle and made a great stop at point-blank range. Now a chance for the home side again. Here's Hernandez. Dribbling into the area. Left-footed shot is deflected and rolls harmlessly to the keeper, Freese. Taking our look at that save, Doug.
Yeah, let's look. There's great. Look at that pass. That is right behind the back four and perfect. And the goalkeeper's going to be really happy that he actually got that, because now he's got a good save under his belt. I think he's ready to play now. That was a tremendous strike and a tremendous save by the goalkeeper.
Pretty good first save of the career right there at 16 years old. That's one he'll remember.
Yeah,
definitely a good goal-scoring opportunity for Bethlehem.
Absolutely, and that'll calm the nerves a little bit, I'm sure.
Should be a foul, and it is. Right near midfield. Pretty good response, though, by Bethlehem after giving up a goal in the 19th minute. Nearly got the equalizer just a couple minutes later, and there's another foul. Set up a dangerous free kick for the visitors.
He was a little late in the challenge there. Referee had a little word with him. Could quite easily have got a yellow card for that. He was very late in the challenge, but I think it was just a forward mistiming a tackle, and you see that quite often with forwards. So, dangerous situation here.
Maybe Matthew Reel taking this with his left foot. Likely going to be seeking a header target in the box. Oh, instead it's headed off the defender for the Rangers, and now it's a foot race. Oh, looked like a bit of a dive there, but no, the card comes out. That's interesting, as Alexander really sold that. And no doubt it was going to be a foul by the defense, blocking the path with Alexander at full sprint, but I'd say Alexander got the most out of that contact.
Yeah, he did, but Rayan knew exactly what he was doing. That's known as a great professional foul, because if he gets in behind there, he's going all the way to goal, but it's so far out that the card has to be a yellow. It can't be a red because it's not even in the attacking half. But yeah, he just stepped across his path because he knew the pace he was going. If that did get by him, there was no way he was catching it.
Yeah, that would have been a one-on-none breakaway opportunity for Alexander there at full sprint.
Smart defending.
Yep, no doubt about it. Good technical foul, worth a yellow card for sure. And Alexander did a nice job anticipating the foul also and just making it look even a little bit worse than it might have been. He's looked good here in the early going.
He's looked very good. I love the fact that he gets forward as much as he can.
All the way back to the young goalkeeper. First touch, pretty calm, even with players all around.
Yeah, that was a little scary there, but cleared up, I think, by Jake Davis there, by knocking it out to the wide fullback. Here goes Mbekele again.
Oh, nice ball behind the defense. It's Decker again trying to chip the keeper, but Fries catches it. And Decker almost had the brace there in the 25th minute.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad idea by Decker. He just got his foot under it and lifted it. Fortunately for the keeper, he just caught it with his fingertips. That's a great ball. But, oh, that wasn't far off. I think if he could have looked square, I think you had Mbekele following in for a possible tap-in. But I don't know if he saw the run. But good save by the goalkeeper.
Another nice pass behind the defense. We've seen a few of those for each team here in the early going as a handball is called. 26th minute, 1-0 Swope Park Rangers over Bethlehem Steel. Thanks so much for tuning in. You're watching USL Soccer here on ESPN+. Dave Borchard alongside Doug McCloggin. It's Bethlehem going to see if they can convert this long free kick into some sort of goal-scoring chance.
I'm sure this ball's going into the box, curling away from the young keeper. Just a little bit too deep.
Kept in nicely on the far sideline. I guess it went over the sideline. Thought it was kept in. Instead, it'll be a throw-in for the visitors.
Yeah, on that free kick there, if I was Chambers, I probably would have not put it as deep and in between the last line of defense and the goalkeeper and test the youngster out. I'm sure they know that he's 16 years old and probably a little bit nervous.
Ball in the box headed out by Smith, but not out of danger here. Nicely done there by Bethlehem. Runner streaking into the box. Ball sent across, and Graham Smith, emergency defending to clear it over the end line.
Yeah, very good ball in there by Chambers at full stretch. Good ball into the box, but excellent defending by the veteran Graham Smith. Veteran of 2 years.
Exactly. It's a nice service there to keep possession, and then Smith able to prevent a goal-scoring chance. It will be a corner kick, though, for Bethlehem. James Chambers going to take this from the far corner. Right-footed, probably going to put an in-swinger here right at the edge of the 6-yard box. Instead, right in front of goal. Scramble in front, and it's poked in by Bethlehem. Lots of arguments here from the Rangers as contact was made on the goal line. But this goal looks to stand, and Bethlehem has the equalizer.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the replay on this, but we just talked about Chambers and the free kick. he just did that on the corner kick, just put the ball into the 6-yard box, testing the keeper, and I don't know if the keeper can move anywhere. Well, and they're both falling backwards. It's who's pulling who over there? Is it the forward pulling the defender, or is it the defender pulling the forward, or is it neither?
Yeah, just seeing it there a couple times, I think probably the no call is probably the right call.
Yeah, and they were just first to the ball, following up, and an easy tap in to make it 1-1.
So Ferris with the goal there in the 28th minute. Kind of a strange play, as the two guys that look like we're going to be really battling for the goal-scoring chance, neither one gets a touch on it, and Ferris streaks in at the last second just to tap it in. It's a good poacher's goal there by Ferris, as he came out of nowhere just to hammer it home, and kind of chaos in front of the goalkeeper Trejo, as he had two guys at his feet just falling on him. He didn't have much of a chance to get to that.
No, he didn't. It's not the prettiest goals, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net, and they're back in this game 1-1 now. And a lot of it is to do with the ball in by Chambers. Just a beautiful, lofty ball in there. Like I said, he knows they've got a young goalkeeper, and that's how you test him. You put it in that 6-yard box, and you want to see if he's going to come and get it. And I don't know if he was able to, but definitely caused some problems in that.
Ball sent into the area, but the first time chance is missed. That was a good ball in, but it was really a hard pass as well. That would have been a dynamite finish. Yeah,
it was slightly behind Willis, so it was, I mean, for him to finish that would have been an incredible finish. But good ball in, just slightly behind the player, made it too hard for him to finish.
Fans follow Swope Park Rangers and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. If you don't already have it, sign up today at espnplus.com. I'll tell you personally, I have ESPN Plus. It's a heck of a deal. It's just a couple bucks a month, and you get so much great sports content, including great USL soccer. It's a steal. So if you don't already have it, make sure to get ESPN Plus.
Absolutely. I think I watched some college games on there too. So yeah, it's fantastic.
Next goal will obviously be huge in this matchup, as Bethlehem did a nice job answering the Rangers. Just 9 minutes after the home side struck first. Foul at the edge of the box, and that's a good call by the referee. Don't think that was intentional, but maybe a little bit of a knee to the shin there.
Yeah, he just caught him, I think, more in frustration, because it was a nice little ball in by Felipe Hernandez, but it just went too far for Mbekele to get to it. So I think he just kind of nudged him back a little bit there, and definite foul. Good call by the official.
All right, Doug, we're half an hour in. Has this game kind of played out the way you expected?
Well, I don't know if it's played out the way I've expected, but it's wide open. I just feel we might see a lot of goals today, because we've had quite a few chances already, and I'm feeling this may be a high-scoring game. Of course, once I say that, I've probably made it now going to be a 1-1 game, but it's wide open, and there's opportunities everywhere, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely been a fun game to watch. Lots of good long balls forward behind the defense, and slick passes just slip behind the defense from closer range. So it has been a fun game to watch. And 1-1 here after 31 minutes at Children's Mercy Park.
And the good thing I'd like to say is that Bethlehem is, you know, I was wondering how they might come here and they might try and be compact and they won't go after it. But they're coming after this game. They're wanting 3 points. They're not going to be happy walking away with 1 here. And that's a good thing, because it just opens up the game.
Well, it makes games so much more fun to watch when the road team doesn't just come in and sit back. And granted, there's some strategy there. That's the way some teams play, and even when championships play that way. But like you said, this wide open soccer, just so much more enjoyable. What a touch there. This is a great chance for the home side, but it's skied over the top of goal. Is an unselfish pass set up Colombi, but unfortunately his right-footed finish went well high over the top of goal.
Yeah, what a great run by Segbers, all the way from the right back position. Was fouled there, but kept on playing, came through the middle of the defense and just laid off an absolutely perfect ball here. And Killian Colombi should have done better. It's not an easy finish. It's coming across your body. He's trying to redirect it towards the far post, and just, I think, lifted up his head and it went slightly over the bar.
Like you said, Segbers did such a nice job, and then the slick no-look pass at the end. I thought he was going to take a shot on goal, and instead, unselfish to leave it for Columbia, but unfortunately, Killian unable to put his shot on frame, and it stays 1-1.
Yeah, he definitely made the right choice with the pass. Unfortunately, like you said, Columbia couldn't get it on target. But again, another opportunity, and like you said, it's a wide open game, and it's really enjoyable to watch.
Long ball forward, it's Camden Riley on his pro debut, heading it out of potential danger for the home side.
Camden Riley's had quite a good game. He's played some very good long balls out of the back. He's had that searching run that he did earlier on when he got fouled, and he's defended quite well, so he's been very busy in this game.
You know, a lot of Sporting KC fans will be watching the games, kind of looking at the pipeline and who may be coming up for the MLS side. Out of the three guys making their pro debut today, Jake Davis, Max Trejo, and Camden Riley, you would think Riley, just being 22 years old, might be the guy most likely to feature for Sporting KC here in the next year or two. Would you see him as a guy that, you know, maybe could fit the bill? Obviously, Sporting KC loaded at center back, but I mean, would you think just timing-wise, Riley might be the closest to seeing some time for the MLS side?
Yeah, he could be. He's still got some growing to do, I think. When you look at, I always look at the MLS center backs, and they're all like massive, big chest, big strong muscles. So he's got to fill out a little bit to play at that level. But this is experience that you pick up in these games. And he's definitely going to pick up that experience, and he fills out a little bit. Yeah, he could be the next man that sets through.
Of course, Graham Smith also at that center back spot, and like we said, he is an experienced guy that's even seen a little bit of time for the MLS side, Sporting KC. Or Alexander again, he's been pretty much part of everything here today. Nice ball behind the defense. No, not quite behind the defense. Good emergency recovery defense there by Reignan for Bethlehem. Be a throw in for the home side. 10 minutes left here in the first half. See if either side can get the go-ahead goal here before the intermission. Ball trickling over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Bethlehem. No, it's going to be a corner kick. I was going to say, I thought that went off the defender, and it did.
No, you were right, but the referee gave a goal kick. I'm like, he must have missed something there, but he got corrected by the assistant referee on the far side, which is kind of strange because the referee should have been in the better view.
Hernandez plays it out short. Now Alexander's pass is blocked back to Hernandez. Xander made a run behind the defense, but did not get it. Now played all the way back to the center circle. Set piece did not go the way the Rangers would have liked. Xander again, nicely done. Able to keep possession, it's Hernandez. Hernandez sets up a shot, but Treese in the right place. That Treese, the goalkeeper, makes the stop. You could tell Hernandez wanted to set up that shot. Kind of hounded, he had a guy hanging all over him, but able to put a pretty nice strike on frame, but not his perfect placement as it went to the goalkeeper, Freese.
Yeah, nice little scissors, cut inside, but good defending too. Defender stayed on his feet until the last second where he had to go down, but good defending, which made it not a clean shot there, but a good attempt. Good work again by Alexander down the wing. He's having a good game. I love the way he gets forward, and he's very creative with that left foot of his.
Sabres there with a nice sliding tackle. Camden Riley again. Foul there, right near the center circle. Good call by the referee. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Swope Park Rangers and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on the Rangers' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. overwhelmed there by the goalkeeper Trejo, with players sprinting at him. Vanacore Decker commits the foul. Go back to Bethlehem.
You can see a little bit when that ball goes back to Trejo. He's not 100% confident yet, and I think the Bethlehem Steel forwards have figured that out, because they are coming at him at full pace. And fortunately, he got away with that one. He's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to make sure his first touch is a little bit better next time. Else he's going to have Faris or Magdalena in his face, and the pressure from them with the pace and the work rate of those two could cause some problems for the Swope Park Ranger goalkeeper.
I'll tell you, Doug, I have a theory that if you're a forward, it's never a bad idea to just sprint at a goalkeeper, because there's really nothing bad that can happen, and this could be a chance. Shot is blocked by Riley. I think they might have blocked it with his face there in the box. It looked like a great chance for Bethlehem. But Willis's shot ended up cracking right into Riley on his pro debut. It's taking one for the team right there. '39th minute, 1-1 here at Children's Mercy Park. Graham Smith clears it out for a corner.
Bethlehem got down the flanks again. That was a good ball in. Probably could have been maybe a yard or two deeper. That may have got past Graham Smith, but that's where his experience comes in. He sits in that little zone area in between the forward and the goalkeeper. He's just sitting in there, so he's able to get to it and clear. But you put that a yard or two further ahead, and you're looking at Faris maybe having a tap in there. So great defending by Graham Smith.
Bethlehem scored on a corner like this just moments ago. This time it's cleared out by Smith. Bethlehem trying to keep it in, trying to keep applying the pressure here. Shot at the edge of the box, it's saved. Ball still in danger though, and the whistle blows. I think a foul was the call. It was a nice save there by Trejo, but he was unable to hold it, and that led to chaos in the penalty box.
Yeah, it would be nicer if he could have held on to that, but when he pushed it out, he also pushed it out straight towards the forwards. And if you're going to do that, I mean, and it's easier said than done, but you want to try and push it out either for a corner or at least out to the sides away from those forwards coming in. So he may have dodged a little bit of a bullet there, I think, and then a little push in the box got the foul. So very dangerous attack there by the Bethlehem Steel.
So we're nearing halftime. It's 1-1. Swope Park Rangers struck first. Bethlehem answered less than 10 minutes later. Now both sides searching for that go-ahead goal here at Children's Mercy Park. Been no shortage of action here in the first half. Pretty wide open match, plenty of scoring chances for each side. Each goalkeeper's been called into action a few times to make saves as well. Alexander has been a contender for man of the match here in the early going for the home side. Gets it right back. Rangers now with a bit of spell of possession. We haven't really seen either team able to keep the ball for very long here in the early going. Was trying to get it forward, but didn't like what he saw. I'm content just to be patient, play it back.
Stand up, no foul,
Some excellent defending there by Bethlehem Steel as a unit. Swope wanted to play the ball around, but couldn't find any way through the lines. Just tremendous defending of reading where the next pass is going, having pressure on the next pass, and Swope Park Rangers couldn't find anywhere out there until they had finally played the ball forward and gave it back to Bethlehem Steel. So tremendous team defending there.
Now Camden Riley, you saw him just moments ago, 22-year-old making his pro debut for Swope Park Rangers. One of 3 Rangers making their pro debut today. Also Jake Davis, the midfield, 17 years old, and Max Trejo, as we mentioned, goalkeeper today for Swope Park Rangers, making his pro debut at just 16 years old.
good composure coming out of the back there. That was so much better by the goalkeeper this time. Now we've just worked it all the way from the keeper all the way into the final third, and maybe a chance can be created from this. It's coming all the way from the back.
Lots of blue shirts in the path. Ball into the box. Bethlehem needs to be careful here, and they are. It's cleared out of danger. You throw in, though, for the home side.
So you've got to give credit there for the Swope Park Rangers there, because playing out the back, they were completely under pressure every pass, but they kept being patient, working it around till they find that gap to get out of there. And I don't know how many passes it was, but somewhere between 15 and 20 passes, and then to get it up front to create an opportunity.
Good step by Smith, but his pass for Hernandez is cut out. Now long ball forward by Bethlehem. He is onside over the defense. Graham Smith there, and it's saved. Graham Smith making that shot tough, and good job by Trejo being in the right position again.
Absolutely good save, but that was a fantastic ball by Chambers. Smith just couldn't catch him. And another good save by the keeper, you're right.
Nice job by Hernandez. This could be a chance for the home side. Good ball played forward. It's a 2v2 if they hurry. Shot from a tight angle and gets behind the defender. And what a goal for the home side. Mbakele puts it in the back of the net. I wonder if that took a deflection, Doug, because the goalkeeper, Freese, guessed one way, and the shot went behind him on the near post.
Yeah, I think we'll see it again, but I believe that took a massive deflection from Ofamu. It was a good attempt, but yeah, the keeper's going one way. I didn't see it here, but I think it was a massive deflection. From that angle, it doesn't look like it, but it did definitely catch him.
I say the goalkeeper that completely guessed wrong. Yeah, and hard to tell from that angle.
Yeah, there's definitely a touch, but it looks like it took a very big touch. Goalkeeper unlucky, and Ofamu unlucky too, and just caught his leg. But, you know, when you take shots, those things happen, and credit on him on taking the shot.
As I was saying, when the play developed, it was a tight angle. It's one of those you don't expect the forward to score from very often. And surprising it found the back of the net so easily. A minimum of 1 minute of stoppage time here at the end of the first half. And that goal, obviously a lot of soccer here to play today, but what devastating timing for Bethlehem. They're about to go into the halftime having equalized and playing some good soccer. And now the Swope Park Rangers scoring right before the break. That's just a punch to the gut.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You're going to go in the half. You thought you were going in. I mean, they just had a chance to maybe go ahead themselves. You think you're going in tied, then 1 minute left in the half. You're down one now, so disappointing for them.
Nice job by Trejo catching that. Going to ground to waste a little bit more time as this first half about to draw to a close. All right, Hernandez, nice job keeping the ball and keeping his feet. But he is swarmed by the Bethlehem defense. Referee looking at his watch. Whistle to the mouth, and there it is. We are at halftime, an exciting first half. Hernandez remains down for the Swope Park Rangers. Looks like he'll be all right as he's up to his feet. 2-1 Swope Park Rangers over Bethlehem. And Doug, that was a great first half.
Yeah, wide open, lots of chances everywhere, some good soccer, lots of turnovers, just everything you could ask for in a game. Exciting game to watch for 45 minutes.
3 goals here in the first half. The last game on this field, Sporting KC put up 7 against Montreal. We'll take a look at some of the highlights from that match at the halftime show, and also take a look at the first half stats from today, as well as the first half highlights. It's 2-1 Swope Park Rangers over Bethlehem Steel at halftime. And you're watching USL Soccer here on ESPN+.
the return of the Gold Coast.
Welcome back. It's halftime here at Children's Mercy Park, 2-1. Swope Park Rangers lead the Bethlehem Steel. I'm Dave Orchard alongside Doug McCloggin. Thanks so much for tuning in. Watching USL Soccer here on ESPN+. Sprinklers come on. We are at halftime. The last game here at Children's Mercy Park was the biggest offensive output in Sporting Kansas City history as they defeated the Montreal Impact 7-1 in what was just a super relaxing joyride of a game for Kansas City soccer fans. Let's take a look back at just a few days ago, the last home game here at Children's Mercy Park.
Espinoza driving one in. Namath shot. Now Russell! Johnny Russell just can't get enough, whether it's for club or country. Now Gerso skipping past one man. Over to Christian Namath. Can he put it away? He does! It's 2-0. Here he comes again down the right-hand side this time. Puts it across for Gutierrez! The pace of Gerso has been devastating, and Gutierrez has his first goal in 2019. Here's Johnny Russell cutting onto that left foot and tucking it away. It's a brace for Johnny Russell. Could be a giveaway by Sonia here. Russell back to Namath, and the tap in, and it's 5-0. And it's a brace for Nemo as well. Here's Gianluca Busio finding the back of the net. For the first time in his Sporting KC career, Gianluca Busio has scored in front of the home crowd. Elie over the top for Namath. He's on a hat trick. Christian Namath has one. They wanted 7, they have 7. And Nemo has a hat trick.
It's funny, Doug, it was 40 degrees and super windy that day, but I think all the Sporting KC fans are going to remember is those 7 goals. What an offensive output, a new franchise record for Sporting. 7 goals, the most ever in a competitive game, and they're off to a great start to their MLS season. All right, let's take a timeout. When we come back, the halftime show will continue. We'll get you some news from around USL and look at the first half stats from this one. It's 2-1. Swope Park Rangers over the Bethlehem Steel, and you are watching USL Soccer here on ESPN+.
If there's one thing with USL Championship clubs, it's that they have a way to make the experience unique to their clubs. I'm on site here at BBVA Compass Field in Birmingham to talk a little bit about this iron factory they have on site. I'm joined by Marshall, the director of metal arts at Sloss Furnaces. So, Marshall, first off, tell us what an ingot is.
Okay, so an ingot is basically just a unit of iron. Okay. So it's just a way to make the iron portable and mobile and in a manner that can be sold. Okay. So the process that we're going to be doing in-game is a little bit different than the casting process. This is a forge setup. So typically used for blacksmithing. You're typically not trying to completely melt what you're working with. You're just raising the temperature enough that it can be malleable. Okay. So what we're going to be doing throughout the game is taking one of these in our forge and getting it up to temperature red hot and having that on standby so that when we score a goal, we'll take it out of the forge, over to the ingot, and we have a special die with a spark on it off of the Legion logo. Right. And that'll be placed on it and struck with a hammer. It's a 2-man operation. When we're ready, the assistant will take that. They'll take the die and put it in place, and then the other person will strike it with a hammer. So each goal that's scored will get a mark, hopefully a lot of them. Yeah. And so we have one for each game. Okay. So to have the team that they're playing, and so throughout the season, throughout the years, we'll begin to accumulate these and create an iron wall back here with each ingot from the games.
That's going to be amazing. Yeah. How cool is that for people to come in too and kind of see this little, you know, characteristic of Birmingham? Yeah. That's awesome. You know they can tell how hot the steel is by the color.
Got it.
Burning up, red hot.
Good stuff there as we're back live here inside Children's Mercy Park. Patrick Carey relaxing with some fans here at halftime. Take a look at the standings here in the USL Eastern Conference. Obviously, early in the season, just a few games in, but some work to go for Bethlehem and Swope Park Rangers as we see there, Doug, but early in the season, nothing to stress out about yet.
No, and you look at games played, Swope, this is the 3rd game, Bethlehem Steel, it's the 5th, so Swope's got some catching up to do, but we'll have a couple games in hand to do that, so there's no panic as of yet.
Let's take a look at some other scores from around the USL Championship. Ottawa gets blown out by Nashville 3-0. Real Monarchs 3-1 win over Reno 1868 FC. Let's go now to the stats from today's match in the first half. Obviously the biggest one, the goals 2-1. But I think this plays out that it's been a pretty exciting offensive match with 13 combined shots and 9 combined shots on goal here in the first half.
Yeah, it's only half time, and Swope Park Rangers got 8 shots on goal, and Bethlehem Steel's got 5, and that really sums up the first half. It's been wide open with lots of opportunities and great soccer to watch.
And like you'd expect with Sporting KC model and the Swope Park Rangers possession significantly in favor of the home side. I think that's what we'd expect most games here at home.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
All right, next home match for Swope Park Rangers, Monday, April 15th. So kind of a fun early week game. Makes the Mondays a lot more bearable if you have some soccer to look forward to. 7 o'clock here at home against Children's Mercy Park. Indy 11 against Swope Park Rangers, and that'll wrap up a 3-game homestand for Swope Park Rangers and their head coach, Paulo Nagamura. Let's take a look at news around the league. As Colorado Springs Rodriguez earns the championship player of the week. Fans know that Play of the Month voting is now open at uslchampionship.com. And this is always a fun one. You know, the goal of the week, as voted by the fans, North Carolina FC's Tommy McCabe gets that this week. So we'll take a look at his strike that earned this award, and it seems like there's never really much doubt on these, Doug. It's always something that's almost a no-doubter. And let's take a look at McCabe here. Outside the box, and look at that into the side netting. The goalie was in a pretty good spot, and he had no chance to make the save.
Yeah, as soon as that ball went up in the air, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a cracker. And it was. Look at that.
Look at that. Tied the game in the dying moments. And McCabe's strike, as voted by the fans, the USL Championship goal of the week. Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, let's take a timeout. When we come back, second half about to get underway. We'll take a look at the first half highlights, look at the keys to the second half, and get you back to action just a couple minutes away from the start of half number 2. It's 2-1. Swope Park Rangers and Bethlehem Steel. You are watching USL Soccer here on ESPN+. Second half about to get underway. Fans having some fun with the mascot here at Children's Mercy Park. It's 2-1 Swope Park Rangers, the home side leading over the Bethlehem Steel. And before we get back to action, let's take a look at the first half highlights. And no shortage of action here in the first half at Children's Mercy Park. 3 goals and way more chances than that.
Yeah, here's the first one, well driven in ball and just redirected to the far post. Great finish, but like I said, the ball being driven in just makes the finish easier.
Ethan Vanacore-Decker gets the scoring started there in the 19th minute. Made that difficult finish look super easy. On the other end, though, was a set piece that equalized for Bethlehem. As you can see, chaos in front of the goal. The goalkeeper unable to get to the loose ball, and it's just tapped in by Ferris. Yeah,
goalkeeper couldn't get to it, but real smart ball in there by Chambers. He just sat the ball, floated it into the 6-yard box, and put some pressure on the young goalkeeper.
And McKaylee at the edge of the box from a tight angle, but his shot takes a deflection and goes behind the falling goalkeeper, Matt Fries.
Yeah, what looks to be a massive deflection, because I think Fries, I'm not saying he had it covered, but that direction of the ball changed massively, and unfortunately for the Steel, ended up in the back of the net.
9 shots on goal in the first half. It was a wide open match. And what do you see for the second half, Doug? Do you see any changes in the locker room, or what do you think are the keys here for the second half for these two teams?
Well, I don't see any changes on Swope Park Rangers. They've kept possession, but they've not kept it as well as they normally do. So I'd like to see them keep more possession of the ball and control the tempo of the game a little bit more. For Bethlehem Steel, I would keep the pressing up top. I'd keep putting that ball into dangerous areas for the keeper, the young keeper, to try and figure out. So I'd keep the heat on there and actually come with a little bit higher pressure on that back for us for Swope Park Rangers.
Second half is underway here at Children's Mercy Park. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Doug McCloggin. Thanks so much for tuning in here on ESPN Plus. And if you're just tuning in, you missed an exciting first half. Tons of action with the home side Swope Park Rangers taking the lead right before the intermission. Good pressure there by Bethlehem. The Rangers able to get out of it. Oh, and a bad luck deflection there by Bethlehem. They're not out of danger yet. Now they are.
Yeah, that could have been very unfortunate there for the Bethlehem Steel. He cleared the ball straight into his defender and got lucky that it bounced up and gave him another opportunity to clear it, and that time he just cleared it into the stands and thought, let's just keep it safe.
Alexander with a nice ball forward to Hernandez. Touching it back to the middle, but his teammate unable to get there. Possession won back, though, by Swope Park Rangers. Ball sent towards the back post, headed out. Pretty good service, though, by McKaylee, putting the ball in a dangerous spot. Home side able to keep possession.
Yeah, well-driven ball into the box, curving away from the keeper. Fortunately, the Steel defender got to the ball first before Swope Park Rangers did.
Jake Davis on the ball, making his pro debut, just 17 years old. Playing calmly out there, doesn't look like a first start of his career. Same with the man with the ball right now, Camden Riley. Along with the goalkeepers we've mentioned multiple times, Max Trejo now with the ball, making his pro debut as well at 16 years old. You know, 3 guys on their pro debut, Doug, 3 of the 11, and no negative impact so far on the Rangers from the, I guess, relative lack of experience here in the starting lineup.
No, absolutely not. They've all done very well. There's another 45 to go, so hopefully they can keep progressing and getting better and better each minute as they go along, but they've done very well so far, all 3 of them.
Calls for a foul near the center circle. Referee says play on.
Yeah, Alec might have got away with one there. He was a little bit late on, I think it was Willis, but referee didn't see that one.
Hernandez and Alexander just playing a little 1-2 back and forth there near the center line. Now McKaylee. Rangers being patient in possession.
kind of what we talked about a little bit. It's just, you know, keeping the ball a little bit longer. First half, they were putting 4 or 5 passes together and then going forward. Now it seems a little bit here, like 7, 8, 9, 10 passes and being patient with the build-up.
When Vandercourt-Decker was getting kind of mauled in the box, ball sent across, just barely cut out. I was a little surprised by the defending there on the entry pass, and now Decker with another chance, trying to play it to Hernandez behind the defense, but it's cut out. Now Riley with the technical foul, no doubt about that. That's could definitely be a card, and it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we saw early in the game, Doug, that's just a smart foul to prevent a potential breakaway opportunity.
Yeah, definite foul, because if he would have got turned then, I don't know if he would have been catching him. So, yeah, I hate to say it, but a smart foul in that area, and definite yellow.
So Riley on his pro debut making a veteran foul there. Because that was about to be a quick turn as Swope Park Rangers were all over Bethlehem, and then it looked like it was about to break quick in the other direction, if not for Riley's foul. Good idea, but a bit too firm on the pass, and possession will go back to the home side.
Stay active.
Kind of bouncing around, and now Bethlehem needed to be careful as that was close to being a potential breakaway opportunity for the home side. Good stuff here by the visitors. Bethlehem in search of the equalizer, now into the box. Ball sent across, up in the air. It's still in a dangerous spot, but the shot is blocked and now cleared out eventually, finally, by the home side. Pretty good build-up there by Bethlehem. Ends up leading to nothing.
Yeah, it was good job there by Alak, because if he would not have got his foot on that, that probably would have dropped to the center forward, and they could have been in big trouble there. So good defending there by Alak.
Next goal obviously would be huge in this match. For the home side, they'd have a much greater amount of breathing room than they've had so far. Ooh, and a great idea there by Vandercourt-Decker, cut out, but possession still with the home side. Decker gets it back, he's onside. Decker with a shot, but it's blocked. Follow-up shot is also blocked for a corner kick, I thought. Now they're gonna call it a goal kick. And man, Vandercourt-Decker, he had a chance there to put the game on ice.
Yeah, Ofamu made a couple of bad mistakes, and then he made a couple of incredible. There's one, and here comes the other one. Just getting his body in the way. And that is actually a goal kick. But yeah, he made a couple of mistakes early, but he did recover from it and saved a very good chance there for the Swope Park Rangers to go up 3-1. And then that would be a tall mountain to climb for the Bethlehem Steel to come back in.
Riley shoved in the back, earns the foul near the center circle.
But again, the game seems to be wide open because we've had quite a few chances already in the first few minutes of the second half, and I feel like we're going to see some more coming.
Hernandez and Decker not on the same page there. That Freese handles it. Who's up, who's down, where does your club sit? Well, you can find out every Monday in the official USL Championship Power Rankings. Check them out only at uslchampionship.com. Whereas possession was almost all for the home side, Swope Park Rangers in the first half, it was about 60-40. Bethlehem's had a lot of the ball here early in the second half, and again, got to create a scoring chance, if not for some emergency defending by Swope Park. Dangerous pass back. Hernandez nearly had it. Would have been all alone against the keeper. Bethlehem again with possession, though. That's a foul, no doubt about it, and that's going to be at a dangerous spot on the field. Definite scoring chance here for the visitors in the 54th minute. Referee marking off the 10 yards. Swope Park Rangers need to be very careful here defensively. They try to protect that 2-1 lead.
Yeah, I'd be swinging that ball in with the inside of the left foot, in between the back line and the goalkeeper, put some pressure on that young kid in goal.
Good ball in, but cleared out of danger. Now the Rangers, oh, nearly a chance on the break. Bethlehem keeps it in. It's going to deflect for a corner.
Oh, wow, Bethlehem Steel took a big gamble there. If that pass would have got through, he'd have been going 50, 60 yards one-on-one with him and the keeper.
That was nearly a disaster for Bethlehem.
That's a good ball in, but good clearance, I think, by Alak, I think. If that ball goes any deeper over Alak's head, that would be an extremely dangerous ball for the goalkeeper to handle.
Bethlehem has been dangerous and has a goal on set pieces today. Sails a little bit now at the edge of the box. Zandi with it, sending it across towards the back post, and a kick save that finds the back of the net, I think. Let's see what the call is. No goal.
Looks like he's got a flag up for offside.
Wow, what a crazy play as the goalkeeper Trejo initially made a kick save. Then I thought it crossed the goal line.
Yeah, I think if he wasn't offside, I think that definitely was a goal. I think crossed the line, but great ball in by Zandi. Just looks like maybe it might be Faris. Oh, I'm not sure. I see the offside there.
I guess it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I think it did definitely cross the line.
Yeah.
But the flag went up, nullifying the goal.
Yeah, but it looked like Ofamu came from deep, and so I don't know if he was the guy offside, but he was the guy who actually played the ball. So it'd be interesting if we could see that from a different angle. But flag went up, so the linesman obviously saw an offside, and Swope Park Rangers dodged a little bullet there.
No doubt, that was one of those game-changing type plays. Like we saw early in the match where the Bethlehem Steel escaped with a little bit of a breather. This is one where the home side maybe got away with one. Let's take another look.
Yeah, he may. It's really hard to tell from here, but he may have been maybe a shoulder offside. It wasn't by much.
A big bump there right in midfield, no doubt about that one. Vandercourt Decker knocked down at the midfield stripe.
Again, this game is wide open. You just feel like it could go any way. I know Swope Park Rangers up 2-1 right now, but it could change at any moment, and before you blink, it could be 3-2 Bethlehem Steel. So, you know, it's definitely entertaining. That's for sure.
57th minute, it's 2-1. Swope Park Rangers in the lead here. Next goal is going to be critical, obviously. Decker swarmed at the edge of the box. Long range shot, curling, and it's in the back of the net.
Oh, wow.
That's a contender for USL Goal of the Week right there. And McKaylee gets his second of the game, and that was just a beauty.
Yeah, I'm not sure if his left foot's his strongest foot, but he took it on his left, and you knew exactly what he wanted to do there. Bring up the inside of the left foot, and he's almost like curling it towards the far post, and that is one heck of a finish.
Goalkeeper Freese got his fingertips on it, but unable to keep it out of the back of the net. What a goal by Mbakeli.
Wow, that looked a little similar to Johnny Russell's first goal at the weekend. Curving it into the far post, so beautiful finishing. And now we got a 3-1 game, and Bethlehem Steel's going to have to step up and come after him now.
Of course, the danger for Bethlehem, if they do that, they could be susceptible to a fourth goal. Now the Rangers with tons of confidence and a 2-goal lead. Oh, and there's a bad deflection for Bethlehem. Ball sent across, runners there, but cleared out. Home side still with possession. Alexander gives it up, though. Nice defending there by Alexander. Able to slow down what could have been a potential break for Bethlehem.
it's good to see there, and we've seen it several times today where some youngsters made a mistake, but they've recovered from the mistake. This time it was Alexander. Made a mistake by giving the ball away, but within 2 or 3 seconds, he's making a flying, diving tackle to stop the offense. So it's great to see. I mean, obviously, you don't want to see the initial mistake. We saw Farmu do one at the back and recovered, and now Alexander's doing it. So there's a lot of mistakes by the young players, but great recovery from them.
First substitution of the match coming here momentarily for Swope Park Rangers. It's Juan Kuzain going to be entering in place of Jake Davis, who made his pro debut today. So some more experience coming onto the field for Swope Park Rangers. And Jake Davis, a nice performance in his pro debut, just 17 years old. What do you think of him today, Doug?
Yeah, it's brilliant. He's got, what, 55 minutes in. Good experience for him. He didn't do anything fabulous, but he didn't do anything wrong either. So a good, steady Eddie performance. And it's good to get those minutes underneath his belt. And now we're going to come up to a little bit more experience with Kuzain coming on here. So well done, Jake Davis. Good first day at work.
Substitution for Bethlehem as well as Sergio Santos enters, number 17, and Shivani Willis, number 39, leaves the field for Bethlehem. In 3-1 the score here as we click off the hour mark. Third goal just coming moments ago by Jerome Ngam Mbukeli in the 57th minute. He also had the go-ahead goal in the 45th minute at the very end of the first half. And Hernandez again just been sprinting all over the field, causing chaos here for the Rangers. Now they have a 5 versus 4. Good touch, Mbukeli looking for the hat trick, but his shot's blocked. Follow-up shot is scuffed and now handled by the goalkeeper Freese. I thought Mbukeli was going to get the hat trick there. Good defending, though, in the box.
Yeah, that was a 5-on-3, and he moved the ball quite quickly and quite well. Good first touch, and he just lost. He did a quick 1-2, then just lost the second bit of the 2 and couldn't get it on the foot he wanted to get on. So, like I said, I don't think we've seen the end of goals tonight, that's for sure.
Still a half hour left, plus stoppage time in this one.
And
yeah, with as open as this game has been, yeah.
I wouldn't count the steal out either, because we could see goals coming from them too. So Swope Park Rangers going to have to be on their toes, and hopefully they can find the next goal and put it away for them. But watch out, because we got a dangerous free kick here.
It's obviously very early in the season, but through 2 games, you know, leading into today, the Rangers had allowed 5 goals. So to your point, Bethlehem not out of this thing yet, if early season results are any indication. Long-range free kick attempt gets through the wall. It's saved, but it's still loose in the box. Bounces across and now just over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick as Trejo made the initial save but was unable to hold it.
Yeah, it was a good attempt by Chambers there, on target. And here's one thing the goalie's got to work on there. Sometimes it's just better to parry that wide of the goal and give a corner kick up instead of parrying it out in front of the goal where there could have been an opportunity. If you watch here, there was an opportunity to follow up and maybe knock that back into the middle of the box. So sometimes, yeah, you feel like you don't want to give away a corner, but sometimes that's the best bet to do. And he's done that a couple times today that have been a little bit dangerous where the rebound has popped out. But he's only 16.
I was going to say, just to remind people, this is not super critical comments because we're talking about a 16-year-old Max Trejo making his professional debut today. All in all, a good performance. It's been good enough where you can sort of nitpick him because you forget he is 16. He's had such a nice game.
Yeah, there's things he's going to learn from this game, but you know, I mean, he's done a very good job today.
I'll tell you, when I was 16, there was no way I'm ready to be playing in a state-of-the-art soccer stadium here against players on the other team that are 30 years old, some of them. Quite a performance there as Decker gets a touch to it. Now Alexander able to keep possession. Thought Decker might have been offside, but the flag stayed down. Rangers in no hurry here on the throw. Oh, big foul there. That could be a card.
That has to be a card. That's nasty there.
None issued yet.
Yeah, he's got it in his hand. That's a definite yellow. He went through the back of his heel there.
Medical staff being called onto the field as Alexander is down. Examining the damage, seeing if he'll be all right. It looks like Alexander should be able to continue, but obviously a pretty big blow there. Fontana has shown a yellow card for Bethlehem.
Well, they brought the trainer on, so he's going to have to leave the field. But I got a feeling he's going to be waved on any second by the referee here.
Rangers could put this game on ice if they could convert here on a pretty good free kick set piece opportunity.
Maybe he doesn't have to leave the field.
It looked like he left the field for about 3 seconds and then came right back on.
Well, they usually make you leave and then they'll wave you on as the play gets going, but maybe he just said, hey, come on, get on the field now.
One left, good. Follow.
Alexander runs away as the free kick sent in low. Cleared out by Bethlehem.
It wasn't his best free kick there. Didn't clear the first level, and easy clearance there for Bethlehem Steel. "65 minutes gone here at Children's Mercy Park, Kansas City, Kansas. It's the home side in the lead right now. Giveaway, though, there by the Rangers. Great ball behind the defense. Contact in the box. Thought that was going to be a PK, and no call is given. Oh, the Bethlehem bench is irate. Oh, and I don't blame him. I don't know how Graham Smith got away with that. For me, that's a definite penalty kick.
Now the Rangers looking for a chance to end it as that cross just goes trickling. Tempting ball across the 6-yard box, but no runners there for the home side. Now a corner kick, but that's going to be a controversial no call there, Doug. Definitely some contact. Looked like some pulling and tugging. What do you see here?
Well, he's away on goal, and the thing is, he's the last defender. That could be a red card there. He's got his hands wrapped around his stomach. For me, that's a penalty kick, and probably could be a red card too.
I will say there was some contact there, but seeing it on the replay, it almost looked like the forward was anticipating the contact, and maybe it wasn't as bad as he thought it was going to be. It looked like he kind of let himself go to ground easily. Nonetheless, an important moment in the game, and it goes in favor of the home side there on that no call.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that, because easy opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net. So, I mean, finish the ball, and then if you get contact with that and you score, then it's another problem for the referee. But yeah, for me, I think Graham Smith's very lucky to get away with that.
Time wasting here by the Rangers as ball rolled over the sideline and then was thrown back to the referee, but a second ball was already in the mix, so a few precious seconds tick off the clock. Not a lot of time left, about 25 minutes left in this one. Oh, big contact there as this game's starting to get a little chippy. A little pushing and shoving on the sidelines about 30 seconds ago, and now dangerous play there, and another yellow card is shown. Maybe frustration starting to set in a little bit for Bethlehem, especially after that no call a minute ago.
Yeah, that's a tough one too, because I think he was trying to play the ball, and Sagbers went to clear it and caught, his shin on the cleats or the studs of the defender there. So I'm not sure if that was an intentional bad foul. I think it was just something that happens in the game, but he got a yellow for it. And I know I can see right here, Brendan Burke's not very happy with the officials.
Let's take another look here, as obviously it was going to be a long clearance.
Yeah, so he got his foot to the ball first. Now his studs are up, I get that. And then he, Sagbers cleared the ball and he basically followed through and caught him in the studs. So, yeah, that's a tough one for me.
Referee, that's garbage.
Yeah, did you hear that, referee? That's garbage. Brendan Burke.
It's funny. Again, a foul in the midfield. This game is getting chippy with about 20 minutes left. Hey, fans, follow the Swope Park Rangers and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus. Watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. And Bukele goes down. Looks to be in some pain, grabbing that right ankle, right foot. Play continues, though, at least momentarily, and there's a foul that'll stop play. Again, this is getting chippy here. Some pushing and shoving at the center stripe. Now a little face-to-face, nearly a headbutt. Need to be careful here. The referee is about to lose control of this one. Don't think there was an actual headbutt there, but there was some leaning, kind of nose to nose.
Yeah, two foreheads leaning into each other is never a good sign. But yeah, that's coming with the no PK call and then the yellow card here, and then yeah, it's getting a little tense out there, to say the least.
It's like the referee is going to maybe confer with his fourth official on the sideline.
And Segbers just, I mean, that is not a good challenge there by Mark Segbers. I can see him being a little upset about that.
It may have been a foul just to stop play, as he knew one of his teammates was down and injured.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Segbers did do it because he was irritated that the game wasn't stopped because Mbakele's down.
Now referee is coming back out to show a yellow card.
Yeah, that goes to Segbers, okay, which is the right call.
But it does not look like there's going to be anything more significant than that, even though there was pretty close to fisticuffs and pretty close to headbutting. But no red card is shown. Segbers gets the yellow, and like you said, it deserved one after a pretty harsh challenge there. And Mbakele on the other end just now kind of getting up and limping off the field. We'll see if he'll be able to continue.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his injury was, whether he rolled an ankle or not really sure what happened to him. But.
Meanwhile, on the sideline, Coach Paulo Nagamura working over the fourth official, trying to, not sure what exactly he's telling him here, but this game continues to disintegrate a little bit into, you know, physicality and shenanigans. It's going to be interesting to see. Let's take another look at what caused that injury to Mbakele, who just trotted back on to the pitch. Long ball played forward.
Oh, he rolled an ankle.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of a misstep. No real contact with the defender.
So Segbers was probably upset that they didn't kick the ball off the field, but you know what? They don't have to there. It's not a head injury. He just rolled his ankle. And so, I mean, I can understand him getting a little upset, but no need for the flare-up that occurred.
If you were out there, Doug, would you kick it off, or would you try to, you know, use that man advantage to help your team? What would you do?
I don't know if I can respond to that. I would probably take care of the man advantage.
Right, of course.
But that's just me.
No, I think that's a pretty common sense thing. This isn't a church league, right? You got to try to find the back of the net. Mbakele stays in, but yeah, if he rolled that ankle, that's one of those things you could maybe play through, but he'll really feel it once he gets off the pitch today. But he's had a very nice game, has the brace for Swope Park Rangers, and as it stands right now, we have the game-winning goal, this strike right before halftime. Chance here for Bethlehem. Kuzane with the nice step, able to prevent a chance. Rangers not out of danger yet, though. Good ball into the box here. It's blocked by Alexander, but it'll be a corner kick for Bethlehem.
Yeah, what a great ball by Santos there. Split the left center back and the left full back. And unfortunately, I think Fontana out there just couldn't get the ball in the box, but great penetrating pass. And there is still plenty of time for Bethlehem still to get back into this game. Obviously want to get on the scoreboard soon, but this is going to be a very interesting finish.
Oh, and it's in the back of the net. Bethlehem is pulled within one.
It's going to be really interesting now.
Boy, Trejo had no chance as a great ball served in and a header perfectly directed into the back corner of the net.
I think it was Ofamu, I believe, 44, I think so.
Second time today, Bethlehem has scored on a corner kick.
Yeah.
Yep, and Trejo got his fingertips on it. Famo, though, battling off the defender, putting it past the lunging goalkeeper. Swope Park Rangers now got to be just glad they were able to get that 2-goal lead, because now this is a brand new ball game here at Children's Mercy Park. What a game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting last 15 minutes of this game. The best thing I can tell Swope Park Rangers to do is start keeping the ball and being patient when you build up.
Oh, great ball across Vanacore Decker, but none of his teammates there, as it would have been an empty net poke in.
And he did the right thing, just redirecting it across the face of goal, but like you said, nobody was there. Good defending.
Cayley kind of looking for that hat trick, still staying aggressive despite his injury a couple moments ago.
Yeah, he lost control of it there, but I do like the fact that he's willing to run one-on-one and create havoc. He just lost a little bit of control there and then fouled the defender.
Mendez applying all sorts of pressure. Able to keep the ball for the home side. Vanacore Decker going to be subbed off here momentarily. Going to be Wilson Harris coming on for the home side.
Good decision there of Alexander. See, that's what I'm talking about. He didn't need to go forward, so he came back, made a few passes, ran a little bit of clock off the time, or time off the clock, sorry.
Good defending there by Bethlehem. Oh, it was a good idea, but the pass cut out by Kuzain. Very nice job defending there in the center of the park, or that could have been a break opportunity for Bethlehem.
Yeah, absolutely. That ball goes through, and that's a one-on-one outside there, and that's a dangerous one-on-one too. So excellent defender there by Kuzain.
Kuzain, a guy who came off the substitutes bench, but one of the most experienced guys on the Rangers. They try to close out this game. He could have a key hand in that.
Yeah, absolutely. They brought him on exactly too close this game. They moved him to that defensive midfield, the number 6 position. And they moved Alak a little further up the field, and they're relying on Kuzain's experience to stop that ball going in to their centre forwards. Comes a couple subs.
Other side of James. Go to the other side of James. Other side of James.
I see yours too, but wait.
Bethlehem going to be making a substitution as well, as Anthony Fontana exits the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walter Cortez comes in for him. As we mentioned, Harris coming onto the field for the Swope Park Rangers is down to about the final 15 minutes, and this should be a wild final 15 based on how the first 76 has gone.
Yeah, both teams brought on some fresh legs because, like you say, the next 14 or so minutes are going to be very hectic. They're going to decide the outcome of this game. Well read there by Segbers. That's a really nice long ball there from the fullback, but Segbers was not going to let that ball get in behind him.
Get organized again, Will. Get organized again. Come on.
Hernandez goes down. He's grabbing his hip, but play on, says the referee. Lots of numbers in the box here for Bethlehem. That ball deflects, and the goalie can't get to it. Bethlehem with a fortunate break as the deflected shot floats into the back corner. Trejo unable to make the save, and out of nowhere, with Hernandez down and injured, Bethlehem has tied the game.
Wow, not sure if that's a shot or a cross, but it took a wicked deflection. And that's our second goal we've seen today come from a wicked deflection too. Yeah, obviously looking to cross it in, I believe. Oh, and it hit Segbers right on the side of his head and floated over the head of Max Trujillo.
Man, you want to talk about bad luck.
Yeah,
that is some bad luck for the home side.
Yeah, but both teams have had bad lucks on one of the goals today.
That's true, yeah.
So now it's 3-3 and game on. And guess what? I don't think we're done yet.
We showed you at halftime the previous game here at Children's Mercy Park. 8 combined goals. Sporting KC and the Montreal Impact. We already have 6 here. And like you said, this game feels like still maybe another goal or two to come.
Absolutely.
Hussein surveying his options. Poor first touch there. Wilson Harris just onto the field. Hussein out of the near side. Segbers. Nice cut back to the middle. Segbers going to keep it. Touching it to Harris. Unable to get there. Nice job there keeping possession though. Two defenders there, but attempt maybe to draw a foul at the edge of the box, but not much contact.
It was actually a nice play to play the ball between the two, but he stopped when he got a little bit of contact, and that contact was not enough for a foul.
Final substitution of the match going to be coming up for the Swope Park Rangers. Colombi going to be exiting the field. Second straight game, he's made an impact, Doug, although maybe a little more quiet than what he was in the first half. What do you think of Colombi today?
Yeah, he's quiet second half, but you're right, he created that first goal. And he's definitely got the ability to get in behind fullbacks, which, you know, we're going to see a lot of that this year from him and Mbakeli. And so a good performance, no question about it, but going to get some fresh legs on with Little and see if Little can come in and change the game and get 3 points here.
Rangers barely able to keep it in. It's been an open match. It looks like it's going to stay that way here the last 10 minutes. 3-3 the score. Thanks so much for tuning in to USL Soccer here on ESPN+. Definitely got your money's worth today. 6 goals. It looks like there may be more. Smith goes down. No foul is given.
Get here 3 seconds earlier.
Nice pass there, now into the edge of the box. Ball sent into the center, big collision. Like Graham Smith may have had a head-to-head collision there. Normally not a penalty call, though.
Yeah, he had his hands all over him a little bit there. I was a little worried there for Graham Smith again, but good headed clearance, because that's a fantastic ball in. And that is good defending by Smith, because if he doesn't get a touch on that, that could be the winning goal, or at least put him ahead 4-3. So well done, Graham Smith there. A little contact, but there's always contact in the box.
Oh, great ball across.
Another fantastic ball by Santos. And how far was that away from being a tap in there for Faris?
Inches away from the go-ahead goal. What a game we've had so far. 20 combined shots, 11 combined shots on goal. We've had deflected goals. We've had beautiful curling goals. We've had many near goals.
It's been exciting stuff.
Contact there, foul is given. Ball sent across, Smith heads it out. Now finally completely cleared by the Rangers. Up the near sideline.
Here's a chance of those fresh legs running at someone that's almost been in for 90 minutes here. So what can Little do? There he comes back and you heard the coach say, keep it, keep it, keep it.
Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Swope Park Rangers and then click the follow button to keep up with all the latest news and scores. Long range shot over the top of goal. You can also get reminders on the Rangers' next match. Again, just go to ESPN.com and click follow. Follow Swope Park Rangers or any other club in USL. Certainly, if this result holds, it's going to be one of those games that Bethlehem leaves feeling a lot better than Swope Park, as they will have given up a 3-1 lead with about 20 minutes left in this one. Still plenty of time for the game winner, but this is one of those draws that would feel like a loss if the scoreline holds for Swope Park.
Yeah, when you get up 3-1 and you come out with a tie, you're not going to be happy with that.
Right-footed shot curling just high and wide. Man, a great effort there on the cutback. And Bukele again has been a monster today and nearly had the go-ahead goal.
Yeah, we've seen him on the right cutting into his, I think, weaker left. But here we got him on the left cutting into his stronger right. And a little bit lower that, and that could have been his hat-trick and the game winner. He definitely got that tremendous. This is what I like about Colombia and him. They've got that, the one-on-one ability to get behind defenders. And that just is exciting soccer to watch.
Good. Got him.
Going to be off the Rangers for a throw-in for Bethlehem.
Blue. We're all the way back here. That's fine.
Rangers applying pressure, but unable to get possession. Again, about 6 minutes left in this one, plus stoppage time. It's 3-3. Swope Park Rangers and the Bethlehem Steel. Rangers are up 3-1. Bethlehem a couple goals here in the last 15 minutes. Definite foul there. Bethlehem argues, but no doubt about that. See if there's a game winner to be had in this one. Referee trying to get enough space for this free kick as Bethlehem not back the required distance, but Rangers take it anyway.
Walter! This way! Hold on, Walter. One extra.
What do you think, Doug? You think there's another goal to be had in this one?
You know, there's, what, 5 or so minutes? I think there could be. 5 plus stoppage time, and you can see how intense and how competitive it is right now. There's tackles flying in all over the place. Both these teams want to walk away with a win. They're not satisfied with a 3-3 tie. So there's going to be 1 or 2 more chances, and it just depends. If you get those chances, are you going to take them or miss them?
By the defense here, Bethlehem with a chance. Dribbling at the edge of the box. Ball sent across, cleared out. Pretty good defending right there in a dangerous spot by the home side.
Yeah, I like the idea, but if Santos would have played that ball in earlier, I think you would have found, I'm not sure if it was Faris or Galina, with a very good opportunity to finish, but he just held on to it a little bit longer, and by that time, the covering defender got across to block it.
It was nice defending by Camden Riley, making his pro debut today.
He's done very well today, very well.
He looked very calm with the ball in a dangerous spot, obviously. Kuzane with it now for the Rangers, taken down. No foul is given. Aggressive defense there by Bethlehem. Miscommunication there on the pass, and now Bethlehem looking to launch an attack in the other direction. It's a foot race here. Graham Smith with it, poking it back to his keeper, who just boots it up. Not out of danger, though. Some contact there, and now a chance for Bethlehem. Edge of the box, shot across, just inches wide of goal.
Well, I told you there's going to be a few more opportunities, and there was a big one right there. It's a great initial ball from Chambers. But right here, he's all over him. That's another great ball, slightly behind him, but an opportunity to hit from wide there, and it's not far off at all.
Boy, that was close. Give some credit to the goalkeeper, Trejo, making his pro debut today at 16 years old. He was in a good spot. Kind of took away the ideal goal-scoring angle.
Yeah, if he was on target, he may have got a hand on it if he was on target, so. Here comes another opportunity.
All over hit, sent to the middle. There's a loose shoe on the field. I don't know who that belongs to.
Down to China, Will. Down to China, Will. Hey.
All the way back to the goalkeeper.
One hard.
Offside flag is up.
Alak's now going to run across over there to go pick up his shoe that's been sitting there for the last 2 minutes.
Ball cut out by the Bethlehem defense, quickly played forward. A bit too long there, surveying his options, though, allowed the Rangers to recover back defensively. And now, in the 89th minute, the Rangers press forward, looking for the game winner in front of the home fans.
An opportunity because a well-read defending there by Graham Smith.
Sort of slowed down here in the dying moments.
Yeah, I think they're tired. As hard as both teams have worked, it would not surprise me.
At this point, does Bethlehem take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit? Are they happy to get out of here with this tie, Doug, or you think they keep pushing here in the dying moments?
Well, they haven't taken their foot off the pedal, that's for sure, but maybe they might start to think it now, because a point on the road when you are down 3-1, pretty good, but they're not stopping. Not stopping at all.
Good.
Not going to be a ton of stoppage time here at the end of this one. We're hearing about 3 minutes. We'll see if that gets confirmed here officially momentarily.
Probably enough time for at least one more chance.
Long throw in, Graham Smith, physical defending.
That's it. Good. No foul.
Good stuff here by the visitors. Now to the edge of the box. Smith again cuts out the pass, now just alleviates the pressure.
How many times has Graham Smith done that tonight? That's tremendous positioning by him.
Long range shot way high and wide.
Ambitious.
They nearly left the stadium here at Children's Mercy Park. It was hammered, but nowhere near the goal.
If that would have gone in, might have been goal of the week. So we've got 3 minutes left.
We may have already seen the goal of the week. That curler Mbukele had earlier. Looked like it was going to be the goal that put the game on ice, made it 3-1. But give credit to Bethlehem fighting back on the road today. What has been a very exciting match here at Children's Mercy Park. You saw 3 minutes of stoppage time into the first minute of that. Zane keeping possession. Oh, take it down hard. It's going to be a card, and it's going to set up a very dangerous set-piece opportunity for the Swope Park Rangers. It's a red card.
I think that's his second yellow, I believe. Yeah, 2 yellows, he's out of there, and it was a professional foul because if he would let Kuzane go there, it could have been a lot of trouble. Now they've still got a set piece. It's going to be some trouble, but they're only going to have 10 men for, well, maybe 2 minutes.
Matthew Real shown the red card after the second yellow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a definite. I mean, there's no attempt to play the ball there. That's a definite yellow, and 2 yellows make a red.
Like you said, only about 2 minutes left, so I guess that's the good news for the visitors. It's not like they're going to be absorbing lots of pressure for a long period of time.
If they can defend this free kick, I mean, this may be close to the last opportunity of the game. If they could defend this, and he's got away with it, of course, he's going to have to sit out the next game. But,
I'll tell you, Kuzane's a guy that could take a shot at goal from here. He has a wicked left foot.
We've seen a few of those last year, didn't we?
No.
2-man wall. Kuzane does take a shot at goal, curling at the near post, but the goalkeeper frees in perfect spot to make the stop.
Yeah, didn't have enough pace on it to worry the goalkeeper at all. Pretty much straight down the middle for him. He didn't strike it as well as he normally does. You can still see it dip in and move in, but just didn't get enough pace on it.
About a minute left in this one. 3-3 the score. Swope Park Rangers and the Bethlehem Steel. Bethlehem maybe going to get one final chance. What a pass! Edge of the box. Left-footed shot is blocked. Now right-footed follow-up at the goalkeeper, but he can't handle it. And Bethlehem has stolen the game. Trejo could not make the clean save, and Bethlehem was there to pounce on it in the dying seconds.
Give them credit. They've pounced on a couple of rebounds from the keeper, and he was there. Was it Santos who finished? Good block there. Good strike, but really there's a decent strike, I think, by James, but the goalkeeper should be doing a little bit better there, and then that's a tap in to win the game.
Sergio Santos, who came in off the bench, gets the game-winning goal in the what's going to be for sure the final scoring opportunity of the match, maybe the last real play of the match, and just a devastating result for Swope Park Rangers, who were leading this game 3-1 not that long ago. And Bethlehem is going to walk out of here with a huge win, 4-3. At least I think that's the case. I would have to think the final whistle's coming any second. Maybe the referee gives the Rangers one more chance.
Well, they better be throwing numbers for the 11 on 10, so here's an opportunity, but he's going to clear that as far as he can down the field.
Well, and that should be it. We had a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time. We're now past 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, he's about ready to blow the whistle, I think. And,
Out to the ball, that's it! Out to the ball!
Long ball over the top, Freese is there. That'll do it. Referee's probably going to wait for him to get up and then make it official here. There is the final whistle as Bethlehem celebrates. Swope Park Rangers devastated here in front of the home fans as they drop to the floor. Frustration galore for Kansas City as Bethlehem overcomes a 3-1 deficit. They're going to walk out today winners, 4-3. And that's just a punch in the gut if you're Paulo Nagamura and the Rangers.
Yeah, really disappointing because they carved out a 3-1 lead and we're looking good, and then you end up in the last, I don't know how many minutes it was, 15, 20 minutes, and give up 3 goals to lose the game. Very disappointing.
Just goalkeeper Max Trejo on the ground. Coach Paulo Nagamura now makes his way over to the 16-year-old, says, hey kid, don't hang your head, it's a long career. But not the kind of memorable first game that Trejo was hoping for.
You won't want to remember that too well. But, the learning experience is on the... he's 16 years old. You're going to go through ups and downs like that. And that's where you got to learn from your lessons and get better. And he'll be fine. He will be fine.
There's the hero today. Sergio Santos off the substitutes bench, gets the game-winning goal, 94th minute. Bethlehem overcomes a 2-goal second-half deficit for a huge comeback win, 4-3 over the Swope Park Rangers today at Children's Mercy Park. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more. Bethlehem wins 4-3 with a late dramatic goal, and you are watching USL Soccer here on ESPN+. Welcome back, live inside Children's Mercy Park as see Bethlehem celebrating with the small contingent of fans that made their way to Kansas City, Kansas today, as the Bethlehem Steel escape with a dramatic 4-3 win over the home side Swope Park Rangers. As we wrap things up, let's take a look at the highlights, and lots of goals galore in this one. It started off early for the home side, and what a great cross finish by Vanacore Decker there. But Bethlehem got the equalizer earlier in the first half, scramble in front of goal, and it ends up being a poke-in to tie the game. Big deflection here right before halftime in the 45th minute. The Rangers entered intermission with a 2-1 lead. They made it 3-1 on this curling beauty that's probably going to be up for USL Goal of the Week. And then for the second time in the game, it was a set-piece goal off the corner kick for Bethlehem, got them back in the game. And then a bad luck deflection here, kind of one for each team in this game. And that tied things at 3-3. Looked like that might be the final score until the very last chance of the match. The initial shot by Bethlehem is saved, but it's spilled by the goalkeeper. And sure enough, Sergio Santos is there to be the hero in the 94th minute. And Bethlehem overcomes tremendous odds to win this game. And Doug, what do you think there are the final stats? That's showing a lot of offense in this game. 29 shots. I mean, that's fantastic. You can't ask for more excitement than that. They got the final shot and the one that mattered the most. They'll be very, very happy with the 3 points. Swope Park Rangers will be very, very disappointed to walk away with nothing. And this is the second home game of the season for the Rangers, and I'm sure they're frustrated. The second time they've put up multiple goals and only 1 point now out of their first 2 home games. So it's early in the season. It's a little too early to be thinking about standings and the playoffs and things like that. But like you said, certainly disappointing for Swope Park Rangers, as they deserve something today and end up walking out of this with nothing to show for it. Well, thanks so much for tuning in today. It was a crazy game here in Kansas City, Kansas. On a beautiful 75-degree spring day, there were goals galore. But at the end of the day, the Swope Park Rangers unable to protect their 2-goal lead in the second half. They were up 3-1 thanks to a goal by Jerome Ngam Mbukeli. His second one in the 57th looked like it would be plenty of cushion, but at the end, Bethlehem scored 3 unanswered to close things out. And the game-winning goal by Sergio Santos in the 94th minute. You see it right there. That's the difference. 4-3 Bethlehem over Swope Park Rangers. And you've been watching USL Soccer here on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.